You eat 3 meals a day, plus snacks you pretend don't count.
A cookie here, a latte there, a tiny handful of chips you swear was a serving.
Yet somehow, mysteriously, 73% of Americans are overweight. Shocking, right? Then last night you watched a beauty guru rant about OMAD, 1 meal a day.
So you decided to try it to reset everything.
Day 1 begins with water loss as glycogen drains rapidly from storage. You feel lighter, but your metabolism is simply emptying its carbohydrate reserves. Fatigue appears quickly because glucose availability collapses faster than expected.
Ghrelin spikes aggressively and demands the breakfast you intentionally abandoned.
Cortisol rises sharply, and your mood becomes unstable under metabolic stress. Irritability isn't personality change, it's biochemical turbulence signaling adjustment. Sleep becomes fractured because late eating or hunger disrupts circadian alignment. Your digestive tract protests with bloating, constipation, or indigestion responses during adaptation. Cardiovascular signals fluctuate as hydration rhythm collapses under routine disruption. Blood sugar dips unpredictably because metabolic switching remains uncoordinated early on. Your nervous system activates a stress response, interpreting fasting as possible environmental scarcity. Insulin drops steadily, improving sensitivity despite temporary internal instability. Fat oxidation begins reluctantly as glucose pathways become unreliable energy sources. Mitochondria search for alternative substrates, but adapt slowly during early shock. Your brain interprets hunger as danger because old routines dissolved instantly.
This chaos is the algorithm recalibrating, not failing outright. Not deprivation, but activation.
Your stomach releases acid on schedule, expecting food that never arrives. This creates hollow sensations, but poses no genuine physical threat. Gut motility slows while your digestive system learns its new fasting blueprint. Your energy swings violently because hormonal patterns haven't aligned to OMAD timing. Emotional hunger mixes with dopamine withdrawal from lost habitual eating cycles. Week 2 brings calmer biological rhythms and clearer hunger waves. Ghrelin adjusts to your single meal timing and stops panicking randomly. Hunger becomes structured rather than overwhelming or erratic. Energy steadies as metabolic flexibility improves throughout your day. Ketones sharpen cognition, making you wonder why your brain wasn't using them earlier. Catecholamines enhance focus, supporting a cleaner mental state. Digestion stabilizes as your gut adapts to predictable fasting cycles. Sleep normalizes when your eating pattern becomes consistent. Cardiovascular markers begin improving with reduced inflammation. Blood sugar stabilizes across extended fasting hours. Fat oxidation enzymes increase to support your new routine. What felt impossible last week becomes your new metabolic baseline. Week 3 introduces deeper shifts in body composition and energy. Waist measurements decline as fat distribution improves significantly. Protein becomes essential to prevent unwanted muscle loss. Stronger ketosis waves elevate your clarity and sustained focus. Noradrenaline boosts alertness, mirroring ancient hunter biology. Food depends heavily on micronutrients inside your single meal. Adequate calories maintain emotional balance, while deficits trigger instability over time. Sleep deepens as energy intake matches your physiological needs. Microbiome diversity increases due to consistent digestive downtime.
Cardiovascular improvements become measurable through lowered triglycerides. LDL patterns shift depending on your meal quality and fat choices.
Fasting glucose remains stable at healthier levels.
Mitochondria enhance efficiency under repeated fasting cycles.
Autophagy intensifies, recycling damaged cellular components. Longevity pathways activate through nutrient stress response.
You're not surviving the fast. You're refining your biology. Week 4 signals full adaptation and metabolic confidence.
Weight loss slows as physiological efficiency reaches higher levels.
Plateaus reflect stability, not failure or stagnation.
Hunger becomes psychological, rather than biological in nature.
Your system trusts the routine you consistently reinforce.
Insulin sensitivity reaches some of its best possible levels. Sleep aligns with your new structured metabolic rhythm. Digestion fully adapts to processing one concentrated meal. Cardiovascular stability improves when diet quality remains high.
Inflammation decreases under long-term metabolic consistency.
BDNF may rise, supporting learning and emotional resilience. But nutrient deficiencies appear quickly without balanced meals.
Muscle loss risks increase if protein remains insufficient.
Psychological outcomes vary depending on calorie sufficiency.
Some feel sharper, calmer, and more in control.
Others feel depleted, fatigued, or emotionally muted.
Adaptation works, but it never treats everyone with the same generosity. Women may experience hormonal changes under chronic caloric deficits. Men may see slight testosterone reductions with insufficient intake. Older adults risk muscle loss without deliberate protein strategies.
Fasting demands respect for age and hormonal context. Biology cares about balance, not ambition. Emotional hunger slowly separates from biological hunger signals. Dopamine withdrawal reveals habits built around constant snacking. Many cravings reflect comfort patterns rather than true physiological need. OMAD rewires reward circuits to depend less on food frequency. Ghrelin rhythm reshapes itself into consistent hunger waves.
Your metabolism stops panicking and begins anticipating efficiency.
You're not starving, you're recalibrating. Ketosis becomes a reliable, cleaner fuel source for your brain. Your cells adjust to fat-derived energy with growing preference.
Oxidative stress decreases when mitochondria burn ketones instead of glucose.
Autophagy expands its internal cleaning responsibilities. Damaged proteins are dismantled and reconstructed to enhance function. This renewal preserves metabolic youthfulness at the cellular level. Your organs appreciate extended breaks from digestion. Efficiency replaces excess as your default operating system.
But OMAD carries risks when execution lacks nutritional strategy.
Deficiencies occur silently without micronutrient-dense meals. Hypoglycemia threatens individuals with unstable insulin response patterns. Hormonal imbalances arise under prolonged caloric restriction.
Digestive discomfort emerges when overeating compensates for long fasting.
OMAD is a tool, not a universal solution.
By day 27, your metabolism operates with renewed precision.
Fed and fasted states form clearly defined metabolic territories. Hormonal communication strengthens across insulin, ghrelin, and cortisol.
Your brain learns patience inside extended hunger windows.
Hunger becomes a signal, not a dramatic meltdown demanding immediate negotiation. Day 29 feels controlled compared to the chaos of day 1.
Hormones prepare in advance for predictable fasting cycles.
Energy remains stable despite minimal daytime intake. Mood aligns more with nutrient density than frequency of eating.
You tap into an ancestral rhythm, long buried by modern abundance.
Survival programming transforms into metabolic refinement. By day 30, your myology operates with structured confidence.
Hunger behaves differently because your brain interprets it more clearly.
Food becomes intentional rather than constant background noise.
Metabolic pathways function with precision and efficiency. Hormonal systems communicate with minimal friction.
What started as discomfort evolves into biological intelligence.
After 30 days, OMAD doesn't just change your weight. It changes the way your body thinks about energy.